In the last video, we used the Runchat panel inside Rhino. This time, we're on the Grasshopper side, where Runchat workflows can become components that you wire into a definition. The idea is simple. You build a workflow on the Runchat canvas, you publish its inputs and outputs, and then you can load it into Grasshopper as a component with matching parameters. Grasshopper feeds data in, Runchat runs the workflows, and the results come back. And because it runs asynchronously, Grasshopper stays responsive while it's running the Runchat workflows. So we're going to build a single example live that generates a image and 3D model from a prompt. So to use Grasshopper with Runchat, you'll first need to link your API key, and this is a one-time setup. In the top menu of Grasshopper, you can see that Runchat is added as an option once you've installed Runchat using the package manager, and you can see that there's this Runchat node that executes a Runchat workflow. In order to use it, you need to first link your API key, and this is a one-time setup. When you click the Runchat node and the right side, you can see that you can set an API key. I currently have one set up, but I'll show you how to create one yourself. If you don't have one set, you'll see Get API Key button, or alternatively, you can press the account menu button and you can see a way to get a Runchat API key as an option here. If we click that, I don't have any created, but I can create one using this button. You can see the full key here. You copy this key and then right click on the Runchat node and set your API key. You can commit this change, and that should mean that Runchat is now able to use workflows that you or your team have created. The key is stored locally on your machine, not in the Grasshopper file, so you'll never accidentally share it and you shouldn't need to set it again. Let's create a quick workflow. I'm going to create a really simple definition that generates an image and then converts that image into a 3D model using Trellis, which is a cheap model. This is a really basic setup. Let's show you how it works by testing it out. So we'll generate a fig leaf plant and we can use Trellis to make a 3D model of it. This definition should output the image and it should also output the 3D model. So I'm just going to rename this to image. I'm going to name the 3D model 3D. Great, so we've generated an image and we have a 3D model. So now I'm going to publish this app so that I can use it in Grasshopper. To do that, I'm going to open the Runchat menu and click Preview App. Tool is going to take a prompt, input, and output a 3D model and image based on the prompt. So add an input, we're going to use prompt, and then we're going to add an output, which is going to be image, and we're going to add another output, which is going to be 3D. Great, so we've now made our simple app and we can publish V1. You can see it costs 102 credit and we can close this. We need to get the ID of this Runchat and we can easily get that. It's the ID is in the URL. So this is the ID here. We'll copy that. And then in the Runchat node, we're going to right click the ID and we can set text and set that as the ID. So you can see it fetches this workflow. It knows it has a prompt input, produces an image and a 3D model. So let's now generate an image of an inflatable EAM chair. We can plug this into our prompt. It executes the Runchat. This will take a few seconds to produce the image. And then once that's done, it will produce the 3D model. While this is running, you can continue working with Grasshopper and also work in the background in Rhino. Cool, so that's finished. There's an image which is returned as a URL and a 3D model that is also returned as a URL. So in order to preview those, we can use some of the Runchat utils here. We can use the image preview grid to preview the image. If we plug that in, it should fetch our image and display it. So that's the chair that it made. And then we also need to load our 3D model, which is a GLB from its URL. So we can plug that in. And rather than displaying that in Grasshopper, it's going to load that into the Rhino editor. And you can see that it's imported this model and it's a textured model as well. That's a very brief overview of how to use the Grasshopper plugin. The ability to package complex workflows that run code, generate assets inside of a single workflow, and then reuse that workflow inside of Grasshopper is an incredibly powerful capability. I'm excited to see what you all produce with it.